sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. The folks, they said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues, but I'm getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove that car about as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark sad night, both agreeing that it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. Her over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday in the avenue, tangled up in blue. Well, I had a job in the great North Woods, working for a spell, but I never did like it really all that much. And one day I went to hell, so I drifted on down to New Orleans, lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Detroit. But all the while, eyes alone, the past close behind. I've seen a lot of women before, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was about to do the same. She was standing there right beside my chair, so don't tell me, let me guess your name. So I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down and tied the laces of my shoe, tangled up in a burner on the stove, offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you just look like a silent type. She opened up that book of poems, handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of those words rang true, glowed like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul, from me to you, tangled up in blue. Well, I lived with them out on Montague Street, in the basement on down the stairs. Music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. But then he started into dealing with slaves, something inside of him died. She had to sell everything that she owned, it froze up inside. And when the bottom finally fell out, I became withdrawn. Only thing I've ever known how to do is to keep on keeping on like birds that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going on back again, gotta get to it somehow. All them people that I used to know, you're all illusions to me now. Some are mathematicians, others are carpenters' wives. I don't know how it all got started, don't give a damn what you're doing with your lives. But me, well, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we seen it from a different point of view.